If nobody talks about you, then you are nobody. Then you are nobody. Remember, child.
Do deities have morals?
No.
No, they don't.
They don't. I mean,
but
morality.
Explain.
Well, morality is a human construct.
What does that mean? First of all, explain. I'll explain sociologically what it means. But what does that mean? Morality is a human construct.
It means that the Orisha and the Loa are not people. I'll speak about the Orisha. The Orisha are not people. They have been personified throughout history because these are oral traditions and a lot of stories were told and our information and history was recorded in a way that made it easy to remember and also made it you have a lot of parables and teachable moments in the recording of the history and the interaction between humans and the deity or humans and these forces of nature. And that's where we get the idea that Oshun is this beautiful, voluptuous woman with flowers in her hair sitting on the banks of a river. Okay, there's that version of her. There are those women who personify Oshun. I'm not even going to say that Oshun could not materialize herself and be a woman sitting on the banks of the river. But what I will tell you is that what Oshun actually is the sum total of all of the energy of all of the fresh water on this planet. That is what Oshun is. That is who she is. So does the fresh water on this planet care about your feelings? Does the fresh water of this planet have a concern for what you think is right or what someone, some construct, be it government or religious or otherwise organization, is telling us what is right? No. It's a primordial energy. It's a cause of creation. They don't care about that.
And the difference was and that brings me to this point, which is the culture of Haitian voodoo is that they're the rules. You create the rules and they will govern you. Mm-hmm. And what I've come to learn is that the spiritual principles supersede the rules that you create because they predated you. Mm-hmm. The spiritual principles that I've learned are that respect comes first of the deity. So,
can I just say one thing
ahead.
too?
Mm-hmm.
The history and understanding of our ancestors is such that they were taught by these energies, by these forces that they encountered as early humans, how to deal with them. Mm-hmm. And that is also part of what's built into the tradition and what is best practices.
I mean, there you have it. The point that I wanted to make was that what I've come to learn is that if I don't in working, it's in Barone doesn't. It's not Barone had a human construct. You, for example, may have taught your children that it is, it's like at 25 you want to be married to have kids. Mm-hmm. My mama didn't teach me that because she really did not know. Mm-hmm. Both of those are human constructs which are telling people what are the moral standards. Like, here's how your life should be lived at a certain age. Neither one right or wrong. Now, with that being said, if you were a deity and people were to work with you, it would be an expectation that they would have to have children in order to work with you. If that's how you designed yourself, if you so designed yourself that way. That being said, Barone is designed in such a way where it's like there's no morality in things. It's like people come to you for a request, and their request must be done because that's how you respect me. Mm-hmm. They want it done, they get it done. And I personally may not want it done, but I'm not going to disrespect Barone and not do it because I don't want the shit to fall back on me. Mm-hmm. Now, if that's bad for that other person, it's better for it to fall on them than for it to fall on me because I'm looking out for myself.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I am the one.
Obey.
I have to be obedient to the respect. Right. This person may be in the same tradition as me. Mm-hmm. And if they don't like the consequences, then it's like, well, get the fuck out of the shit while you're doing it. Because if you're in the same path as me, then you already knew what it was. But if somebody that doesn't know, then you need to be careful because this shit ain't nothing to play with. It's not about right and wrong. It's just about if you want this person's husband, you're going to get this person's husband. If you want this money, you're gonna get this money. If you want to get out for this court case, you're gonna get out for this court case. But it does come with a price, and it comes with consequences.
Also, what we have to remember and think about constantly is that these are sciences. So, like any science, there's a certain understanding that goes to it. So it may not be that there's a judgment attached to it of right or wrong or moral or immoral, and the deity won't do this particular thing because they don't think it's right. It just may be that particular deity is not the best way to make that particular thing happen. Or that energy is tricky and things could backfire or not work out the way you intend.
Exactly.
Because, like, I'll use the Orisha Oya, for example. Oya is the Orisha of, she's the wind. Many other things, she governs, but she is the wind. And one of the things that they say about, and so the winds of change is a great way to think about Oya. And if you enlist Oya, it is said that you better be absolutely sure that what you task her with is exactly what you want, because there's no going back. So if you say, Oya, I'm sick of this house, please help me, she's not going to come and rearrange the furniture. She's going to burn the house down. You got to know what you're doing. Because there is no morality, is what I'm saying.
And that's no, I mean, but you're getting into some real shit, because Barone, for example, can do that's what I learned in Haiti. Barone can do anything. Mm-hmm. But does that mean that he's immune to other variables? No, effectiveness. The way that Barone gets shit done, it's either gonna be smooth or it's gonna be grimy. Mm-hmm. It's either one. It's either pimp style, and pimp style can be real smooth, or it can be grimy as hell. Or it's going to be just straight up, it's going to be straight in your face, which is still pimp style, which is, bitch, I'm just going to pimp smack you, just make you do it anyway. Mm-hmm. But thinking about love, thinking about romance and love relationships, sometimes it's beating somebody over the head to make them love you, versus working with Arzuli Frida, where it may be a more enchanting and romantic experience that you may have with this particular individual. So it's not that Barone isn't the most effective, it's that the effect is this the type of effect that you want to get what you want, mm-hmm. and that's how it works in this line, in at least in this line.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
and that goes, it's all so related because again, mm-hmm. that respect is mastery and understanding. Mm-hmm. So if you go to an Orisha or a Loa that is not best suited for what it is that you want to do, you're disrespecting that Loa. You're disrespecting yourself and the work that it is that you're trying to do.
If nobody talks about you, then you are